Hi everybody, it's Jeff. This is going to be part 33 of the Thunder Model Scammell transporter build in 1/35th scale. I've got quite a few more little pieces for the trailer to put on today and some photo etch. So let's go down to the bench and I'll show you what I got, okay? Be right back, thanks. Okay. Um, these are up on the neck of the trailer. They'll go up here at the front. Be right up here at the top edge, and there's some photo etch that goes with them. This was actually something that they put in as a separate assembly way back at the beginning of the trailer build. I hadn't put it together yet because I hadn't needed it, but I've also got, whoops, gonna make a mess, some more pieces for the trailer. This is not anywhere near the end of the trailer build yet, but this is some more that need to be done. The photo etch is real heavy. It's copper and it's a very, very heavy piece, so I've got those all cut out and cleaned up and everything. So let's take a look at the instructions real quick. Okay, here we go. This was at the very beginning. Okay, it was basically it was a separate step. So I've got all these photo etch pieces that need to go on, plus these two here, and there's a left and a right. So the photo etch and everything is identical for either side, but the plastic parts are different. So let's go back down the bench and see what we can do about putting this all together. Okay, these are keyed. They'll go like this, but this one is, as you can see, this one here is really warped. But it is very thin, so I think it'll straighten out okay. Just a matter of kind of working with it. And then there's some grooves in here once we get this together that the photo etch will fit into. So, not sure the best way to do this. See if we can get the upper part of this glued. Okay. Okay. Just keep moving. I think we can get it to conform. There's really not much there I could clamp. Put a little more glue on there. Maybe we'll get it. Okay. That looks pretty good. Pulled together pretty well. I want to make sure, keep this pretty square so that the photo etch will fit in there correctly. Okay. looks pretty good. Okay, got a little nib there I need to sand off. Let's try and get some photo etch lined up on this side before we get too far ahead of ourselves. If I have to manipulate anything here, I want to do it before the glue really sets up. I try and shake it because the pigment tends to settle a little bit. Okay, let's see what we can do here. I'm gonna put these parts where I can grab them. Okay. Try and fill that groove. This is going to be tricky. I think it goes up. No, it goes on top. I can see where it goes. Okay, just like that. Put a little, maybe underneath here. Okay, I think that'll be fine. It'll need a little cleanup. Okay, let's try and get these on here. And the biggest one. Okay, I'll go with the debonder and just clean the joints up just a little bit. Let's put a little more here. Okay, I might put a little more here. Making a mess, but the debonder will fix it. And I messed up. This one, you guys, this one's supposed to go here. Let's see if I can get that even. Nope. Well, that's alright. They're pretty close to the same size. I don't think it's going to hurt anything. Let's see. Well, don't know. I think I'm going to try and fix it. Break it out of there if I can. Okay. I'm going to shut the camera off for a minute, and I'll get some debonder and clean this up, and then we'll get on it again, okay? Be right back. Thanks, guys. I guess I should go ahead and show you what I do for when I screw up like that. This is just a Boss Smith Industries Uncure. And it will dissolve the plastic if you're not careful. But it'll take the CA right off. Just be careful with it. Okay. And it'll be fine. Okay, that's pretty good. And then I've got these pieces here. This thing really, this stuff really dissolves these little micro brushes too. I think it's mainly acetone is what it is. A little bit. Let's see here. See, that brush is pretty much done. Let's get another one. There we go. Put those in the right spot. I guess you can kind of see what I'm doing. Okay, there's that one. And then we got this one's got a little bit on it. Okay. There we go. Those are cleaned up. This is okay. Sorry, I know I'm off camera. It'll turn the plastic kind of gooey if you're not careful with it. But it will take the CA off. Come this way a little bit. Okay, that's fixed that little mistake. Let's give this a try again. I think the CA is still probably okay. So the big one goes all the way back here. There, that's more like it. Okay, and then the second one. If I can get a hold of it. Don't tell me I did it again. Actually, I did it again. Get this before it gets too far gone. That's okay. Now we're cooking here. All right. That's going to be good. Okay. Mess up and then fix it and then go back and mess it up again. Okay. Okay. This little bit of CA that's on here and stuff I'll clean up with the debonder. That's what it looks like. Okay, let's do the other side. Try not to mess it up. Okay, this will go like this. It's a little warped, but not nearly as bad as the other one was. There's some ejector pin marks, but those are all going to be hidden. Okay. And see how warped that is. I could have taken a hairdryer and probably straightened it, but it's pretty thin, so I think it'll be fine. Okay, that's not too bad. Make sure it looks kind of square. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, let's see what we can do here. There's our big piece. And then we've got this will be the first one, second one, and third one. Okay. Let's try and do this first. Okay. Come on. Okay. Yeah, if you get carried away with that debonder, your piece will just turn to mush. It's not a product you want to use if you can avoid it, or use it very sparingly. Let's see here. Go ahead and put a little here. That's the nice thing about this black, is you can really see where you put it. Okay. That's good. Okay. I'm going to leave these set up for a little while and maybe do a little bit of cleaning. I can hit them with the accelerator to where they'll set up real quick. I'm not sure if the accelerator really makes a quite as strong a joint or not. Alrighty guys, I'll be back in a few minutes. Thanks. Okay, I'm going to call these good. I think they'll be fine. I put a little accelerator on there and then I sanded a few places where the glue was a little built up, but I think it's going to look fine. Okay, let's take a quick look at the directions again. I went ahead and marked all this stuff in green because that's all good now. And then everything else here is done. This here could be marked in green because these are done. Okay. And this is good, this is good. Okay, we're down here to this jack. Now that says to make 4 of them. We're going to use 2 at the rear and 2 toward the front. One thing we have to do first, it says to use photo etch as a little pin to hold the jack up if you're in the stowed position. I'll look at the photo etch, but I might just use a piece of wire. But anyway, it says to drill a 0.5 millimeter hole here and here, here and here. That'll be before we attach this to the back of the trailer. So let's go back here. Okay, let's set this aside. We'll go back to this. What they're telling us to do, and I don't even, the parts aren't even on there yet. Let me look and see. Maybe I need to add, there should be a part here and here. See, this is one end of the jack here. And there's supposed to be parts here and here that that hold it when it's in a stowed position. Let me look at the instructions real quick. I'll be right back. Might be missing something. Okay, after a little more studying, I thought the PE9 was just the pin that went through, but PE9 is the bracket. There's one here. I'm assuming this is the other one. It's not labeled, and then the hole is 0.5, which I have some 0.5 wire that I can use to make the pins with. I don't think there's any wire included for that. I'll have to look. Anyway, let me get these cut out and We could go ahead and do that right now. Usually with this kind of stuff, I just cut through there's plastic on both sides. I just gently cut right through the plastic. Keeps me from worrying about the part going flying. A little tougher to get through, but not that bad. Okay. Now let's see what we can do about getting those out of here. I don't know which way would be better to go. All these chains and stuff that they've got in Photo Etch, those are going to be really difficult to work with. I'm going to have to start looking for some real chain. Okay. Let's see here, that'll pop out of there. That's pretty sticky stuff. There's one. Two. All right, put that away before it gets lost or damaged. See, there is some wire in here, which looks like it's about the right size. Maybe that's what they intended that for. Really just haven't said the instructions, but I have plenty. Either way. Okay. What I need to do is clean these up just a little bit. Where did my... Here it is. This is a diamond hone. It's for sharpening knives and that type of thing, but it works really good on Photo Etch also. Just taking the little burr off. Uh-oh. I have to change out my light. These lights run on batteries. I've had them on for a while. Hang on a minute, let me switch batteries and I'll be right back. Okay, that's better. Now I can see a little bit. Okay. Just the tiniest little burr. Okay. That looks good. Okay. There's a full line on these. Make sure I'm... Yeah. We'll just grab our little... I don't think these are going to take any annealing or anything. Make sure I'm right on the line. already started to bend. Okay. Well, okay, here's one. I'm wondering about putting these on now. They may be a little too fragile. Might be better off to wait till just before I paint. Okay, there's the other one. They're gonna go can't really even see where they go. I think I'm going to hang on to these for a little while. They're all made up and ready to go. But rather than take the chance on destroying them before I get everything else on there, I'm going to hang on to them. Okay, let's move on here a little bit. Get my glasses on so I can see what's going on. Let's go back to the instructions. Let's get these. There's jacks that need to be made up. The idea is that they swing out of the way when they're not in use, but they swing down to stabilize the trailer when it's being loaded. So let's go ahead and put these together. I actually need 4 of them. Oh, and it says to drill. See there, and it doesn't give you a size, but that's where, let me see, that's where the wire will go through. So we're going to need to drill those at 0.5, give or take. I'm not sure, it might be easier to drill those after it's all glued together, just so it's easier to hang on to. Yeah, I think so. Let's go ahead and we'll build up the cylinders. Let's set this aside here. Here's all the pieces for the jacks. These are the bases that I'm going to need to drill through, these little tabs here. But we can build up the cylinders. I haven't even sanded the nibs off yet, but there's a male and female on these because they've got a locating tab, locating pin. Okay, these are all the bases and the handles here. I don't even think the handles will be on there once I'm going to put them in the stowed position, but I don't think I'd have the handles on there if it was stowed like it was getting ready to be moved. Okay, let's see here. We can get these, let them set up a little bit. I'm going to have to clean up the seams. And try and get them to where they're even on both sides. Minimize the sanding. Okay, there's one. even as I can. Okay. What I'm doing is I'm kind of putting the glue on, and then I'm doing it twice because the glue tends to kind of, I don't know, it's not really sealing the plastic, but it tends to work better when there's two layers of it. Okay, so these will all have to be sanded. Alright, I'm going to have to let these set good and sand them before I go much farther. So I want to, let's see, I'll go ahead and save these parts. I'll have to drill the holes after I mount those to the base. So these I'll give a little time. We could go ahead and attach the trailer, the ramp to the trailer. I think that would be a good thing to get done today. There are tabs. I have not yet tried this. Okay, and there is slots for everything. It's very close. There's one side. Come on. This side's in. This side is extremely close. There it goes. Good deal. Okay. Make sure I get a really strong joint. Okay. Okay. I notice this is warped just a little bit, so it's not much, but it's sprung out just a little bit. Okay, I'm going to give this a couple minutes. I have no idea how I'm doing on time. I'll be right back. Okay, let this set up a little bit. Okay, yeah, it's been 30 minutes or so. These are all set up real nice. Everything works really good. There'll be some chains and all kinds of different things to operate the ramps. I'm probably gonna about call it good today. These are gonna go here on both sides, and then there's some more pieces that go across, and there's some pulleys and several other more structures that are going on here, so we'll probably go ahead and pick that up next time. Give me a chance to let these dry good, and then I can get those sanded. So that's gonna about do it for today, guys. I really appreciate you watching, and we'll see you next time, okay? Bye-bye. Thanks.